This is tough seeing Cleveland, dude.
And now, Tough Scene Cleveland, starring Nick Wolf.
I am the Prince of Parma. I'm drinking right now, Def Jeff. This is not Moron Talk Hour.
Def Jeff.
I remember jamming with that guy when I was probably 15. I'm still waiting outside.
Don't trust Def Jeff at all.
And the best entertainment in Cleveland.
What's this about you? You cranking off a dude?
Jake the Snake at this point starts running Detroit Road.
Isn't punk rock, the best parts of butch gay culture?
Man, I want to be a good person here. Like, stop it.
He actually came up with this new t-shirt design for people that fuck up their life like Nick Wolf did.
Tough Scene Cleveland. Hello, everybody. Nick Wolf, Def Jeff from the orbiting sphere of death. Yeah, orbiting sphere of death. Way up in the stratosphere. Def Jeff, how you doing?
Good.
Well, this is not an actual show. This is a quick little... our next show will be on September 16th, and it will be streaming via Ustream first. So we're actually going to be live, and we will have a number for you, and you'll be able to actually call in, listen to the show live, call in, and be part of the show. We want, like we've been saying, in this second season of Tough Scene Cleveland, to get you all into the show. If you like the show, you want to be a part of it, you want to have a voice, it just has a better feeling when there's something going on live and there's people to be able to add, their 2 cents and also to piss us off and incur our wrath.
Totally derail the show for us. Yeah,
right.
That's going to be great.
Exactly. So we will have more information up on the internet and all that stuff about the number and everything like that, but it will be September 16th. We're working on the band still. We got some stuff, but I'm not going to say it right away.
Don't jinx us.
Right. Because on the last show, I talked about doing... And this isn't an actual show. This is just kind of a little news thing. It's just to catch you up. It's going to be a short little thing we're going to do here. I talked about doing a Brown show, having people in. Unfortunately, yesterday, something very real happened to me. Def Jeff, it was the brutal realization that every Clevelander has, where that delusion, you get pulled out of it brutally and suddenly. That some delusion that we have going into the beginning of the season that it's going to be good and it's going to be watchable.
Well, they can lose their asses the whole preseason and no one cares because it doesn't count.
Right, and everyone's so optimistic. I predicted 5-11, and all my friends were, dude, you're an idiot, man. They're going to win 8 games at least. You don't understand. Sherman's they got it together. We didn't blah 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 blah. And it's just all bull. And then you just see that on Facebook, you can follow everyone's misery firsthand.
It's funny.
You just see them being all arrogant and cocky, and then the little glimmer of hopes, and then just their souls being crushed. That by this time the half's over, it's pretty much over, and the season hopes are over. I gotta say though, from what I listened to the game, because I'm not in the 20th or 21st century, I still listen to the radio to get my information. What a stupid idea that is.
You're
right?
archaic.
I thought from what I heard, what I was able to perceive in my mind in the story, I was able to concoct together. The defense is definitely very good. Everyone's like, well, yeah, the defense, hey, we got the defense. Unfortunately, the offense is so horrible, and if Clevelanders never seem to learn. Bottom line is, if you have an awful offense, you can have a great defense, but 2-3 weeks in, that defense is going to be burnt, guys are going to get hurt, and then the whole thing just starts falling to crap. We've seen it happen every single year.
It's like watching bad reruns.
It is
on Nick at Night.
Right. At least we had something to celebrate, though. Art Modell is beginning his pursuit to hell right now. No, I'm just kidding, actually. We all hate Art Modell. Def Jeff, you're aware of Art Modell, right?
Yeah. I remember when he left, they had the urinal discs with his face on them.
The urinal pucks. They'll market anything. That's great. Art Modell, moved the Browns in 1995, I believe. I believe it was 95 till 99. They were no longer. They weren't in the league. There was no Cleveland Browns. We didn't have football in Cleveland,
which is about the same as it is now.
Right. We went on to. The Ravens went on to win a Super Bowl. I think, very shortly after a couple years or whatever. I'm not a Ravens fan. I don't know.
With the same guys
that were on the Browns.
right.
I mean, there was the same team.
There was a lot of the same people. So, or at least a lot of the building black people.
Yeah.
So he passed away, and his family was smart. They told the Browns, hey, you know what? Just don't even say anything on the PA or anything, because they knew Cleveland would just boo their dead, patriarch.
Let's have a moment of silence for Art Modell.
Because we don't care. I mean, you look back now, and it's a whole different story. Obviously, Cleveland at that time, the city hall, although they did good things, don't get me wrong, there were some things that were positive. The whole Gateway, downtown projects and stuff like that. But who's to say there's not a lot of money that can't be skimmed off that too, Oh,
yeah.
But for the most part, they took control of the Cleveland City Schools. Michael White, Carl Stokes, before that, who undermined, basically all the mayors. And so there was a lot of stuff going on with this city. And I think Art Modell did work for a long time, but being someone that worked with this city for a long time and seeing the ups and downs of it, he was probably at the end of his rope with all the bull crap. And, it was a better offer. It worked for him. I don't think it was something he took lightly, the Cleveland Browns was his life. He got bought into it as a young man. It was everything he was about. And it was, the cornerstone of what his family was going to have, his dynasty and stuff. So, now you look back on it and you're older and stuff, you feel bad for it because maybe there's other ways he could have gone about it, but they wouldn't they wouldn't build him a new stadium. But then a couple of years later, we built a new stadium, which I still say was a mistake. They should have made it compatible. They should have looked into the future and made it retractable, something that you can host a Super Bowl in. Because until you have that, you can't really maximize the potential of your stadium and hold more big events like that.
Yeah, I mean, just the weather here. Come on.
This city's always been ridiculous in a lot of ways, and I'm not blaming it all on the city, but, Art Modell definitely shares his blame, but, I thought he was actually dead for a long time. I thought he died like 5 or 6 years ago, so he got disappeared from the limelight.
How did he die? Do you know?
I don't know. I think he's just old.
Old.
Yeah. Were you trying to show me up, Def Jeff?
No, I just don't know.
Because I don't know the facts, Def Jeff. I don't have my story straight.
Gotcha.
Also, after that, I was just like, because we needed football to decompress from the last couple weeks of the insane, this being going in, September, October, going into November here. The election is just getting crazy. The Republicans, I think, have finally been kicked in the balls a little bit and going to settle down. I lean one way, neither one way or another. If I like the candidate, I like the candidate. I think both sides, you can't see things from one point or another. There's things Republicans believe in that I believe in. There's things that the virtues of what being a Republican should be is small government. But then again, it's not that small government so that the rich can do whatever the hell they want and be lords of their land. And the poor just die in the streets. We're a democracy. We're a country built on taking care of everybody and having that strong. So there's a fine line between the two, and you got to have your own point of view. But I got to say, the Republicans are just like maniacs. The last several years, they get on their agendas, whatever it's about. They kind of just take one side of things. They blow the facts that they have out of proportion and overlook other sides of the story. They're just crazy, and it's just a hate and rancor that they have towards everything, and just basically being smug about the point of view that the rich should rule the world, and that screw the middle class and screw the poor, and that you should. There should be no accountability, and there should be this feudal system of lords and lower class. And sorry, rich people, if that ever happens, you're dealing with a lot of pissed off poor Americans. You're going to be fucked, okay? I'm not going to get violent or threaten or anything like that, but eventually we will have enough of this shit. And we've got a lot of fucking guns and a lot of crazy fucking teenagers and younger people and vicious minorities.
Trying to blow up bridges.
Right. We've got all the blacks and Hispanics. You should be terrified of what they will do when they have no food to eat, rich people up in the suburbs. We know you're terrified. That's why you live in gated communities. You don't want to be around the vile ethnics. Well, they will uprise, and all of us scum whites will uprise with them. So it's just ridiculous. Romney's been putting on these ads lying, because I thought for a second I saw one ad where it's Obama's trying to cut welfare so that, the work requirement on welfare. And Bill Clinton they're putting Bill Clinton over in their ads. What? They're really desperate, And, And then, the Obama commercial's like, Bill Clinton says that's a total lie. And then Washington Post says that Obama is actually helping increase it by 20%. And they just lie about stuff, and they're just out of their minds. And even though I think sometimes I respect that about Republicans, because at least they're true to what, they believe in something. They friggin' believe in something. And Democrats are kind of pussies and wish-washy usually. But bottom line is, if we're going to change the course of how our country's being run 4 years in, it can't be for maniacs like this. And whether you like Obama or not, you gotta give him 4 years.
Well, I just gotta say that Paul Ryan wasn't his favorite song "Rage Against the Machine" or something, but he didn't know the words.
Right?
How goddamn far out of touch with reality are you if you're running for office?
Obviously, he wasn't alive in 1995 because
I guess not.
Goddamn, I know all the lyrics and I don't.
I like the drums in that song.
I mean, these people are just ridiculous. They're fake, phony, vicious. I mean, I think they're not even human. I think they're some sort of living dead biochemical
robots,
monster rich
aliens.
people. They have lived millions of identities throughout the ages and just rack up money because they eat money and currency. Because it's just ridiculous that, these people just don't seem to live real lives. They seem to be out of touch with the world. And there has become a gigantic rift in America. And we really need to see that there's nothing we can do about it. They're friggin' crazy. They're always going to be crazy. And we're all fucked. So just arm up anyone with any quit being pussies, liberals, because you're going to have to fucking fight, because these people are going to try to destroy you because they just don't care. They want to live in their own little worlds. And it's a veiled racism. Everything they say about Obama, it's just the lazy black guy, the ineffectual black guy, and it's just they don't want to say the word black guy, but they are. It's on the tip of their tongue. Anyways, there was a bright thing from this whole, and I actually watched it. I was kind of shocked. I am a broadcaster, so I am being responsible.
Paying attention.
Yes. Bill Clinton comes strolling out. Oh my God, like a king, Jeff. I don't know if you saw this at all.
I didn't see it.
And obviously, he's a Democrat. He's a politician, one of the greatest politicians ever. I mean,
definitely of our time.
Right. I mean, so some of it may be bull, and he put the swagger, but God, this guy went on for almost an hour and really the whole time held you in, made you seem that yeah, it's simple. Just right. Bill can fix the whole country right now. It's so simple. And everything the Republicans were saying, he addressed, and he made them all look stupid. He was funny. People were going crazy. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life as far as a public speaking thing.
Well, 4 years ago, Hillary ran against Obama, for the Democratic Party. Bill would be president right now if that had gone differently,
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't run it. I think we would take Bill Clinton again for another 8 years, no problem. I think that's why Hillary is going to get in. Can you imagine anything better? In 4 years, Hillary, oh my God, being the president, and Bill Clinton be the first husband of the United States.
That's their plan. They want to do that.
That'd be the greatest thing ever. Can think about all the whores. There'd be no more Kardashians. And that since Bill Clinton's been gone, TV has gone to crap, because that's where you have all this glut of boo-boo, kitty, baby bullshit. What's her name? Honey Boo Boo and goddamn Kardashians. It's just gone out of control. Do you not miss the days, Tough Scene Cleveland listeners, when Bill Clinton getting blowjobs was the topic of everything we were talking about? All right, I'm going to leave you on that. Tough Scene Cleveland. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Maybe more. It depends. I have no idea. We're going to go smoke. We're going to do a quick little TV report, and I got some crazy stories, and we'll wrap it up. This is just a short little thing. And here's some stuff. We're going to play some stuff right here in the break. So, Tough Scene Cleveland, Nick Wolf, Def Jeff. We'll be back in a minute. Tough Scene Cleveland, Nick Wolf, Def Jeff. We are back. This is DIY Radio, Tough Scene Cleveland. We're trying to get out there in any way we can. But we're not going to wait for somebody to sign off on us. We're going to get out to you, whether it be through Ustream or YouTube or anything through the internet. There's a million ways to get out there, and we are going to do that. We are in the orbiting sphere of death. You may have heard a dog barking in the background of our last talk break.
Yeah, that's the guard dog of the orbiting sphere.
Yeah, he just floats around, though, because the gravity...
With a little fishbowl.
Yeah. But But we kind of got into the news and all these things really quick. But Def Jeff, I want to talk to you. You've had kind of a harrowing week. You're involved in a vicious car wreck.
You noticed my Missouri plates when we were smoking out there.
Def Jeff comes picks me up in a silver car and with Missouri plates on it. And that's a great way to get pulled over in Parma.
Yeah.
Listen, we haven't forgotten about the Civil War, okay? And any of you Confederates want to come around here and drive around all willy-nilly, you will pay, you slave-owning bastards.
Well, I was driving home from Wendy's with the family, and this old lady pulls out of her driveway and stops. And so I come up behind her, and there's a car coming the other direction. As soon as I know it, she throws her fucking pickup truck, her husband's pickup truck, in reverse and smashes into the front of my car.
And that is why women shouldn't have licenses.
Yeah, and she shouldn't have been driving her husband's truck.
Right.
With unadjusted mirrors, and she got out and pointed her finger at me.
You didn't want to let her either. You know this has been like a fight for a long time. Like, honey, just let me drive the truck. He's like, no, you can't. You can. Why can't I? Finally, he broke. Next thing you know, she just pulls it out of the damn driveway
and backs into my little car.
Yeah. And poor you got your family and your little egg with wheels, giant truck backing into you. Did you flip out on her?
She flipped out on me.
You what?
Yeah, believe that or not. She pointed her finger at me. I can't believe you hit me.
No one's accountable for their own actions anymore in America.
She walked away, and I think her husband was like, "You just fucking hit that guy."
Right.
When she came back, she was kind of apologetic and saw my
Don't
kid.
even start that crying shit. I'll take you down to the basement and tune you up, bitch.
Yeah. Well, you probably did anyway. It was his truck.
His truck, yeah. Hey, I'm not about domestic violence, but a truck's a truck.
Yeah. You don't fuck up a truck.
No, that's a good couple backhands right there. That's where you do the backhand, then in the middle of the palm of the hand, then back. You do it 6 times.
She was that kind of old lady where she was just real mean, so you could tell she probably had the crap beat out of her every day.
She's hardened by
years.
life.
Yeah. So, yeah, my kids, they thought it was annoying that they had to sit there and wait for the cops and everything. We want to go home.
Right, yeah. Oh, they're inconvenienced from playing video games.
They inconvenience my kids, yeah. But Trent's reenactment is pretty funny. He goes, oh, the truck came back and I went like this. Oh.
Well, your youngest Trent has a warped sense of humor. He told you, confided in you, that he thought I was funny.
Yeah.
So, Tustin Cleveland viewers, whether you like me or not, Def Jeff's kid Trent thinks I'm hilarious.
He does.
You should, take that into heart.
Suck it.
Right. So, Def Jeff, we've got more news kind of stuff. Where's all my? I got all disoriented here on the break.
Oh, it's right behind you on the floor.
Okay. All right, let's see. So I was watching some TV. It's fall, and obviously all the networks are putting on their new shows. And then you have the season premieres of, some of your favorite shows, blah, 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 all that stuff coming on.
What do we got?
I watched 3 pilots that were up on TV. You can find them anywhere, either on the network websites or they're pretty much up all over the place. But I watched Revolution. It's NBC's new show. I think
Facebook keeps telling me that you liked it.
Yeah, now you know about it. I'm helping promote. It was a pretty good show. It's your fantasy show. The power goes out. It takes place 15 years later. With a family who I think the dad kind of knew what was going on and had everything in a flash drive, and now it still exists. And this dude has it. That's with his daughter. They're traveling where people are looking for it anyways. And it's a flash drive that turns power on. It's kind of ridiculous, but. People you want to pick these shows apart, but it's a pilot. They give you questions. Hopefully, if it's a good show, they'll answer them in a compelling way. So even if it is ridiculous, you got to give it a chance. But basically, now you have these warlords, everything's run by this militia or these different militias and stuff. And there's different colonies throughout America, you can tell, and they're kind of civilized, but they live it's like these people live in a cul-de-sac, but it's got they're growing stuff. It's like a little village almost, but it used to be a cul-de-sac.
Right.
But it's pretty cool. The dude from Breaking Bad, Gus Fring, what's his name? I'll remember in a second. Whatever. He's friggin' awesome in it. I mean, it's a pretty good show. I liked it a lot. I think they give it a chance. NBC, although, is known for not really putting it all into shows like this, is definitely more of a cable kind of streaming show. But good shows like that have been on the networks. Fringe, is on Friday nights, and is even though this is the last season, it's been a great show. NBC has Grimm, which is, I think, a pretty good show. So we'll see. The best one I thought was the Mindy Project on Fox. We're being attacked in orbiting sphere of death. There is some sort of alien probe, a evil satellite. I think it's the Voyager satellites. They went the wrong way as they were leaving the Milky Way. We're heading outside of the Milky Way galactic bubble.
That might have been some asteroid belts or something.
Something crazy's going on. Let's find the biggest asteroid and pull into a cavern and hope that some sort of worm monster is living in their empire. But anyways, the Mindy Project is a Mindy Kaling show from The Office. Kelly Kapoor. She's on Fox now, and it's a chick show. She plays like a doctor, so that's kind of thing, but she's hilarious. The writing's really good. I think this could be a really good show. It's just, she's got the same kind of humor as like she did on The Office and stuff. And
right.
Really good show. And then Ben and Kate was the other show, and whatever, that's kind of a stinker. It's this chick and her stupid brother and blah, blah, blah.
Is he gay?
Yeah, it's it's
like
Goldie,
really?
It's Goldie Hawn, or Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson's daughter's in it, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's what I watch. I don't know.
That's
Giancarlo. Oh, God damn it. Giancarlo Esposito is his name from Breaking Bad, and is on Revolution now. He plays the militia, he's like a commander or whatever.
Okay.
But and I gotta say, the Revolution show, there's a lot of action. There's and I like the people who are like, oh, why do they fight with muskets and swords? Who gives a shit? It's cool. They probably do have good guns, but the rich people probably got all the good guns.
The Republicans.
Yeah, all the people that are stockpiling Monroe and all the people that have the power and stuff now. And it's basically these militias are looking for this professor. He dies at the beginning of it, but his daughter and her group of people and his brother, who have the flash drive, they might know how to turn the power back on, and that's why the militias are after him.
So
I don't watch it. NBC, The Revolution, and like I said, Grimm is a really good show in their second season I've been watching lately. So, also you have Boardwalk Empire and Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy starts Tuesday, September 11th. I can't wait. Tons of great guest star kind of people. Jimmy Smits, Chuck Zito from he was on Oz. He's a Hell's Angel guy. This other guy, this dude Rusty, that's a Hell's Angel. Or there's a lot of cool people are going to be on this season. So
what season is that now? They're got to get up there.
They're in season 5 now.
Okay.
Jax is the leader, so we'll see. So anyways, that's my TV report, Dev Jeff. Not a whole lot there. I want to talk, before we wrap this up here, and thank you, this is just a short little thing. We will be back on September 16th with our first live show.
Yes.
So we're starting a new era here of Tough Scene Cleveland. We've got some of our news stories, though. I don't like too much of this real news. I like getting some stupid crap here. What's really going on in our country? Def Jeff, Sheila Hubbard, she's from Oregon. She got in a fight with her boyfriend, and she did what any insane chick would do. She threw her boyfriend's dog into traffic. She was 45.
What?
And they were arguing last December. They were driving down a highway, and they were ending their relationship. And she got mad, and she sliced the dude's hand with a broken coffee mug and threw the dog, a Catalua leopard hound dog named Peanut Butter, out of the car into traffic. So
out of the car?
She was really trying to make the dog into Peanut Butter.
Oh,
wow. He was killed by an oncoming vehicle. He should have taken his little doggy legs and started running, so when he hit the pavement, he would have been running. Well,
he's not a cat.
Right. Oh. It didn't work in Beavis and Butthead Do America, but I think for animals it would work.
Listen, all dogs of America don't ride in cars.
Right, it's
dumb. It's not built for you. Right. And a crazy girlfriend might throw you out the window.
They love it though. Those stupid jackass dogs love going into a car, even though any minute they could be yeah, and then any minute they could be chucked out into traffic.
Yeah.
He probably his little doggy tail is probably wagging as he's flying through the air into a windshield. shield. So this crazy bitch she pleaded guilty to first-degree animal cruelty, third-degree assault, and possession of methamphetamine.
Oh,
there we go.
All right.
Why do all of our stories, Steph Jeff, come back to methamphetamine?
Just all roads lead to it, right? I mean,
right. So, yeah, and I guess this isn't the first time a pug named Hope nearly died after an attacker taped their mouth shut and left bloody gashes to her body. That's just awful. I mean,
wow.
Throwing the dog out in the traffic's funny, but that's just sick. And then there was that whole gay porn guy that, like, cut up the Chinese guy, and to make it even worse, had the dog eating him, which is a kind of a twist on
the new development
Asian
there?
irony. If he was a Korean guy, that would have been really ironic. So, yeah, that's this crazy Sheila Hubbard is going to jail. All you PETA people, I'm not just an animal hater. I think this is, we're bringing to light.
This is awful.
What's going on in the world. So, yeah. That's that crazy bitch. So this zombie shit's getting really out of control. We kind of started talking about this in May with the Ronald Popple face-eating incident.
He got his face back, though.
But
right?
now Homeland Security, sort of, yeah. I mean, it's a work in progress, I think. But he's rich now. I mean, his life's better than ever. He won the face-eating lottery, I think.
Yeah.
Now it's getting ridiculous, so Homeland Security's starting to make frigging jokes. What the hell is going on? Washington, the zombies are coming, Homeland Security Department says. Tongue firmly in cheek, the government urged citizens Thursday to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. Part of a public health campaign to encourage better preparation for genuine disasters and emergencies.
Oh, it's coming.
The theory? If you're prepared for a zombie attack, the preparations will help during a hurricane, pandemic, earthquake, or terrorist attack. Let me bring a little flaw into that situation. A zombie attack, all you really need to worry about, you want to have food and stuff like that. They never do.
No.
You need to worry about shooting things in the face.
Yeah.
Shooting things in the face during a hurricane, just because the government may have done that a few times accidentally during Katrina to some black people wandering around where they shouldn't be, doesn't mean that makes you okay for, like, it doesn't translate. There's certain things, watch The Walking Dead. You do not want them acting like that during a hurricane. Pulling guns on each other and yelling at each other all the time. The Federal Emergency Management Agency hosted an online seminar for its Citizen Corps organization to help emergency planners better prepare for their communities for disaster. The Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention last year first launched a zombie apocalypse social media campaign for the same purposes. They're like, these people are so stupid. They will not listen to our directions. They're so fragmented from reality that we have to talk to them like maniac teenagers that zombies are actually happening. That's the problem with our generation. Mine and yours specifically, Jeff. The younger may not be so bad, but we are so hung up on our nostalgia and our pop culture, and we really just dwell in it so bad. I know 30-year-old people that still, like, wear black and love Halloween all the time, like, are crazy about live horror movies. 50-year-old guys that have long hair and metal t-shirts and spend all their money on metal albums. It's like, at a certain point, we got to grow up a little bit. I mean, I'm no better. I'm a dork, too, but whatever.
So the government is, instead of, like, a hurricane alert,
right,
or a tornado alert or terrorist attack, it's now they're just going to say zombie
attack. Zombies!
And then everyone will actually get scared.
Right, then you do everything. You board up your windows, you duck and cover in the bathroom. You have your shotgun with hollow point shells. All that stuff.
Your katana.
Emergency plans were encouraged to use the threat of zombies to encourage citizens, blah, blah, blah. Among the government's recognition for having an emergency evacuation plan, change of clothes, because you got to have a change of clothes.
In case you shit yourself, I guess.
Fresh water, medication, no shit. If society's going to fall apart, let's just say, be honest, Homeland Security, put out a statement, say the following. Beep, beep, beep. Attention, American citizens. We are the Homeland for, we are the Homeland Security Department. We have screwed up for years and years and years. We have ignored science in general because our country is run by Christian fundamentalists who believe that God will have it his way. We've ignored everything we've been told about global warming all these years and everything else that's going on how we've destroyed our government. we're fucked. Start preparing yourselves. It could be zombies. It could be hurricanes. It could be hurricane zombies. It could be monster tornadoes. It could be Godzilla. One way or another, we are fucked. We have screwed everything up. Your lazy American existence of just consuming and shitting on everything is coming back to bite you. You should have watched more 50s horror movies like The Thing and They Lived and understand what is really going on, because you will be mauled and devoured by giant grasshoppers soon enough, you stupid assholes. If I was Homeland Security, that's what I would say. Thank you, everybody. We're fucked. Good night. Go shoot up crystal meth and throw your dog out into traffic. Have wild sex and beat every one of your family members. It doesn't matter. You ate out of styrofoam from McDonald's for 20 years before they switched to paper, because that's so much better. Good night, everybody. We weep for you, America. So yeah, our whole consciousness. This looks like Steve Eggs in the picture completely. Tell me it doesn't.
Oh, it does.
Steve Eggs has been ready for the zombie apocalypse the whole time. He will get bitten right away. He'll make himself get bitten right away, so he'll be a real zombie.
Either that or he'll blend in like camouflage and they won't attack him.
Right. That's the zombie apocalypse for me,
idea.
is when Steve Eggs actually gets a real job. But we're all screwed. Sergio Alvarez, a Malibu homeless man, jailed for strangling a pelican. See, now, Jeff, I want to bring you news from all over the country, and this California stuff happens too.
Wow.
It's not just rich people doing coke and banging hot models and making porn.
And choking out pelicans.
Right, they choke out pelicans too. Police say Sergio Alvarez, 30, initially said he found the bird dead already. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Later, he allegedly admitted that he killed the pelican because he was hungry and hadn't been able to catch any fish. Hey, dipshit. Why did you just follow? Do you know anything about pelicans at all? You know what they do? They catch fish! All you gotta do is just hang out for a little while. The damn pelican would have done all the work. You would have ripped the fish out of its mouth. You would have been fine. That's migrant labor right there, damn it. You're an idiot. You just squeezed the golden goose to death. Pelican might be tasty. I mean, you eat fish enough, you know.
Right.
Maybe you're in the mood for some pelican every once in a while.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that.
He's just lazy. You're by the Pacific damn ocean. There's fish everywhere. Have you ever seen Deadliest Catch? They're all over the place. They get pissed when they get fish. Like, goddamn cod. We school cod.
Here's what I want to know. What's the point of choking out a pelican if he's already dead?
Right. Well,
You want to choke him more?
I think he admitted it to doing it. And like, Chef.
I hope so.
Oh, wait, where am I at here? Oh, I lost it, damn it. Hold on. Technical difficulties. All right, so, but they got big stupid necks, though. Really, like, I haven't wanted to choke out birds before. Like, have you just seen a duck or a goose? Tell me, you people, I haven't wanted Tough Scene Cleveland audience. I know you, and I know, like me, you haven't walked through a park or something and stepped on their big, like, pellets or shit. And you ever want to choke the shit out of a goose? Those birds are stupid. I would choke the shit out of a pelican, actually. I'd get the fish first, then I'd choke it.
Yeah.
Let it do its work.
Order of operations.
Right. So anyways, a passerby approached a sheriff deputy saying they spotted a man choking a pelican. His hands were on the bird's throat, and the animal was flapping its wings in distress before going away. No one got this on YouTube, seriously? Well, listen, I'm really disappointed in technology right now. We live in a world where you have technology at your disposal, and some guy's choking out a pelican on a beach. Nothing. At least we got the face biting.
There's got to be Google Earth footage of that.
Right, where it's going on right now. Where are men being choking up penguins? Do not go to a beach or any public place anymore. Some crazy naked guy will bite off your face.
Or choke a pelican.
Or they're choking pelicans out there. It's out of control.
It wasn't Toucan Sam, was it? I'm visualizing a Fruit Loops commercial here.
Right. It's stupid Toucan Sam. I hate him. On Friday,
gross.
I eat all the animals on cereals. Like, they should put a rabbit in Trix. I don't give a shit. Trix does not go good with rabbit, actually. I've tried to make it before.
A rabbit trick stew?
Yeah, it's like a casserole.
A casserole.
On Friday, he pleaded no contest. Animal cruelty bird. He was sentenced to 60 days in jail, 1 year's probation. And I guess, these were considered endangered at one time, brown pelicans, but they are fully protected in California, so you can't choke them out. But,
well, he's going to eat good for 60 days.
Yeah, that's true. He won't have to choke out a pelican for 60 more days. He's going to get peanut butter cheese sandwiches. Oh, shit. So, and then our last story. You an Elvis fan, Jeff?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, great. I was going to set you up. Thanks for not playing.
Yes, I am. I love the King.
If you are interested, if you're a big Elvis fan, I know some people that are pretty big Elvis fans. His Bible sold at $94,000 at auction.
His Bible?
His Bible. He wrote himself on the first day of the king. It's all in gibberish. He was actually dying as he wrote. It was dangerous. There's peanut butter and honey all over it. It's gross. But $94,000. It was right next to the toilet that he died on. There's a little splatter, I think, he went on it. It's great. Also, let's see. It was St. Bitters. Okay, that went out. That was successful. But there was another thing on sale or up for bid that the bidders didn't want to go for. Even with Elvis, you'd think some people would be into this. His underwear, his soiled, and there's a picture of them. They're soiled. They're dirty. Tidy whities are worn underneath his jumpsuit in 77. So there's no one out there that wants Elvis's underwear that he was wearing his fat ass body, sweaty, smelly body while he was on Vegas stages in 77.
They're like 4XL.
Yeah, exactly. It only reached about $8,000. So there was someone about to pay $8,000 for it. It got up to $8,000 on the bidding.
Wow.
But $9,000 is too much for dirty Elvis underwear, I guess, as far as Elvis fans goes.
They wouldn't go that far.
He's been dead for like 40 years. Stop it already. It's over. Just end it.
Who saved the underwear that long? Like, how could you save dirty underwear for 25, 30, 40 years? Yeah.
He's the king. Come on. They could clone. Think about it. Scientists could buy his underwear and they could clone it and create like some super Elvis monster. Because science, manipulating science never goes well.
No.
It's always got to be some...
Frank and Elvis.
Right. If we learn anything from our post-Cold War communist culture, communist-hating culture, is that all science will either be manipulated by the Russians or result in monstrous super beasts. And we need to get back to those virtues, America.
Let's get an army of super Elvises.
Well, that's what I want to hear Obama talking about, to be honest. Romney, you'd have me if you do something like that. Super Elvises from his soiled underwear. Shit babies. Elvis shit babies would be great.
Uh-huh.
Well, my shitty underwear. Oh, one for my bubble. All right, well, two from underwear. All right, well, that's tough. Jeff, we gave people enough news.
Yes.
So please, September 16, we will be on live via Ustream. Also, you'll be able to catch the episode a couple days later, the same way you always do. It will be our full episode, but the live parts and stuff will be streaming. And we'll have announcements about the bands and all that kind of stuff and have a number up for you people. So we're going to park this bitch. DIY Radio, Tough Scene Cleveland. We will see you on the 16th.
Peace.
Subscribe to Tough Scene Cleveland on YouTube. Like Tough Scene Cleveland on Facebook.